What's good, YouTube? It's your homie Pitch Black, back with another reaction. We back with O'Shea Du Jackson. I can't help it. He just got some good content. I just can't help it. Charleston White is becoming white people's worst nightmare because Charleston White tells it how it is. Like some of his views and stuff I don't agree with, but a lot of the stuff I do agree with. You know what I'm saying? Because he do be talking. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not cutting my facial hair until we get 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Without further ado, let's go. O'Shea.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Your boy Charleston White is definitely a comedic genius, especially when you look at him, on live streams, on different podcasts, 20 versus 1. But there's an element to Charleston White that a lot of people appreciate, let's say in the conservative spaces. That is that Charleston White votes normally always Republican. And he's the guy that believes in snitching. He's the guy that believes in holding blacks accountable. And every now and then he'll talk about, let me just say racism, but typically, during his, I don't know if it's an act or he's serious, but it's pretty much, bringing up what black people do. And initially, when this Carmelo Anthony case happened in Dallas, Texas, around there where he's from, Dallas-Fort Worth area, he was bashing Mr. Carmelo Anthony, all right?
He was.
And this is what he was saying.
No wonder God can't bless black people.
A minute. Your man come pay you a visit. I'm telling you, ain't no more stopping me.
I don't think he knew everything, though. Excuse me. I don't think he knew everything before he started speaking about it. Because once he learned about it and did his proper due diligence and proper research, I think he had to change of heart.
People got a heart of retribution and vengeance and violence and anger. They want to get back at white people. No wonder Dr. Kingdom could get some things and we can't. Because Dr. Kingdom said, hey man, don't hit them back. Hey man, don't hit them back. And them people got way more. Now this group say, let's kill them. Let's kill them. But your kids, you hear about kids every day in the hood schools getting bullied, but y'all don't have this much outrage for bullying. They have a no bullying month, but y'all don't have this much out. But now all of a sudden it's out, let's kill the bully. Most of y'all are bullies. Talk to them today. Most of y'all are, come on, cuz, OG, bullies. Come on, Crip, blood bullies. But now we want to kill the bully. When most of black children go to school every day and have to face a bully, why you think they got to wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes? But now we got a problem with bullies, huh? When have we ever...
He be talking, bro. Sometimes he be talking, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If he come to Alabama, I think I might go see him. I don't want to go see the comedy because I don't think he that funny. But when it come to real life stuff, he got my attention.
We told our kids to go kill the bully. We taught our kids how to stand up to the bully. No matter if it was two of them, fight both of them.
Now, Mr. Charleston White ended up meeting with Carmelo Anthony's father, which
This video and this video were both filmed on the same smartphone. The difference is a few simple things that I can teach you in a matter of days that will instantly level up your content forever, no matter what phone.
I thought was funny, right? Because the way he talked about the Carmelo Anthony family and Carmelo Anthony himself, you would think that the father would not want to meet up with Charleston White or even talk to him, but miraculously enough, and I think this was a genius move on the side of the father was able to put that behind him, all right? The father wasn't trying to go back and beef with Charleston White. He met up with Charleston White and said, hey, I want to explain to you some facts of the case. So Charleston White obliged. And once Mr. Carmelo Anthony, his dad came and did that, Charleston White showed up to Say Cheese TV and said this.
Hey, since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was
That's why.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
That's why.
I was always wrong.
That's why I mess with Charleston White. That's why. Because he practices accountability. If he wrong, he gonna say he wrong. If he right, he gonna stand on what he right about 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? As that should be. But when he wrong, he does this.
Wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I take a knife to school. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side, one of the white boys was on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one whooped their daddy.
So now he's changing his position. He's talking about the things as he sees it, right? And then this would continue to go on.
This is white people's George Floyd, by the way. Austin Metcalf is white people's George Floyd. He really died of a fentanyl overdose because the autopsy said he had fentanyl in his system. Steroid use. He was just cycling off because he's off of football, but during football season, Austin is steroiding up, buddies. His dad said they excelled in every sport. So with their physical abilities and capabilities and strength, based on what they teach you in the license to carry classes, the CHL gun classes, anybody bigger than you can boom, 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 boom. Body size is a form of a weapon under the law. They were two extremely big guys who were in the bedroom with your sister and your girl then. They're two bigger guys who are trained and skilled in mixed martial arts jiu-jitsu that can severely hurt you and kill you. Steroids, fentanyl, anger issues, abusive dad. You bring that trauma to school with you, you take it out on the football field, but you have a reputation of bullying people from, I think, about the 4th grade.
Well, there's some new evidence that I didn't know about. But now it makes it a little bit more understandable.
These Austin twin brothers, so you can't just fight one, you have to fight two. But that's why this is a package deal. So 2 men approach you, bigger than size. You mean to tell me you don't have the right to defend yourself? This is a George Floyd. The autopsy said he has fentanyl in the system. So another lie that they said, he brought the knife to school. He didn't have a knife. He had a Boy Scouts aid tool. Well, what's on that tool? They have 12 different components. You lift this one up, it may be a bottle opener. You lift this one up, it may be a screwdriver. And they're about this small. They're smaller than 3 inches. It was so small, you don't even see it when they take the picture next to the body because it laid next to the body right by the backpack. Sarah fails. Oh, they didn't know what due diligence works like this. They didn't know due diligence. I went to Texas Western. They taught me how to research. They taught me how to go into the library databases and pull up other articles and things like that and go get the court papers. I know how to do what you do, Sarah.
And he didn't stop there.
I got all the facts of the case. So there's a video that's been released by Frisco Independent School District because this is public information. And if you want to see this video, you can go up to Frisco Independent School District and see this video. That's why Sarah J. Fields and Austin Metcalf's dad, and now they've drugged the mom, man, but they're trying to debunk people from going to see the video. Why do you think Sarah J. Fields, she released the indictment before anybody had the indictment, and she got a woman fired? Because they're using a new Jim Crow systematic tactic where they got the people inside the courts, they got the people inside, and they're working against the Carmelo Anthony family on behalf of Sarah J. Fields because she's a precinct chair and she's threatening to use her power from her precinct chair, I think District 30, to get people unelected and get people elected if they don't go against this case. So she's trying to use political power to influence and persuade this case. That is what Sarah J. Fields have partnered with Austin's family in trying to do. The mom wasn't too much in it. The mom's really been grieving. Jeff Metcalf has been playing for the camera because he's been an absent father who abused the mom, and he think he can get back in with mom, and mom doesn't want anything to do with Jeff. That's why you don't see them standing in the camera together like you see the Carmelo Anthony's family.
Man, that Charleston White, man, he be on it, bro. You can't tell me he don't be on it. He be on everything, bro. That's why I bet,
They doing. So let me stick to the case, to the facts, right? So Sarah has a lady who works for the Collin County courts who just lost her job, who released the indictment before anybody had this. So for whatever reason, Sarah is getting all this information, and she's coming to misconstrue the information, and she's giving out misinformation and false information. Number one, the family has not touched the GoFundMe money. GoFundMe froze the money because the lawyers are trying to get the money. The lawyers are trying to get the money, not the family, it's the lawyers. The first group of people came through with civil rights lawyers trying to play for a civil rights lawsuit as if this was a police shooting. That's why they went with the race card. Biggest mistake they could have made. First mistake I told them they made, playing a race card. Now the white people was waiting for black people to play the race card. Now they're playing the race card in ways that we can't see. It's called racism. It's hidden in the fabrics. It's embedded in the fabrics of the design of America. So it's not blatant. You can't see it. It's hidden. Like somebody in Collin County courts who has a job to feed their family are releasing private information to a known, not a law enforcement, which is Sarah J. Fields. That's the first mistake that's happening in this case. These are adults that's doing this. This was a children's problem, a children's issue. The adults have gotten in and made it hateful, ugly, and racist. And this is about right or wrong. This is clearly about right or wrong. This isn't about race. The adults have came in and made it about race. You don't hear no children online talking and fighting and going back and forth about this case. It's all hateful-hearted adults. It's not children, it's all hateful-hearted adults online bickering, going back and forward, spewing hate over an issue over children. And none of them was there. All the adults with opinion, none of them was there. So Sarah, let's tell the truth. Jeff, let's tell the truth. You even said in an interview, but you're talking too much online, Jeff. You're talking too much online, Jeffrey Metcalf. And you're partnering with someone who wasn't there, and it's clearly she's a hateful-hearted. And by the way, Sarah, we have your background as well. You said Dominique Alexander's a horrible person, and he is. And you once were too, Sarah. You used to smoke meth. You was a meth addict whore. So don't try to get cleaned up in the Republican Party and hide behind this conservative shield as if you once was a liberal, getting high, selling your for meth. So come on, Sarah. Don't play like you're just so high and mighty. Jeff, you're a woman beater. You used to beat your wife. Your kids heard it. They saw it. You had anger issues, Jeff. Guess what? Your two big boys did too. They had very anger issues. And from what's been reported about Austin and his twin brother, they've been kicking ass since elementary. They've been bigger than most children. Not only that, they are trained experts in jiu-jitsu. Media reporting this.
And what happened is, the person he brought up was Sarah Fields. Now, Sarah J. Fields is a Republican state delegate and precinct chair. She's on the side of helping Austin Metcalf and that family, all right? And so basically Charleston White called her out for a certain level of corruption. So once that happened, she put up this post: I am looking for an attorney. Defamation has consequences. And if I need to crowdsource for the funds, I will. Charleston White posted this video an hour ago. It's 100,000 views and counting. Now it's at 400,000. The entire video spews lies about the Metcalf family in Austin. He mentioned my name at least 100 times. He fantasized about white people passing, saying he wanted to watch white people get poom, 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 or pow, pow, pow in real life. He called me a meth 304, told everyone I was on drugs, and said my information is coming from someone from the inside. I can't even repeat everything he said without going against terms of service on this platform. So it's bad, what she says. So basically, she wants to seek out an attorney. So let me just understand this. When Charleston White was basically coming after Carmelo Anthony and saying whatever things that he was saying on the side, no matter how untrue it was, these white conservatives were okay with it. It didn't matter if you know, Charleston White had his information wrong. But according to him, he's went and did his research and he found out that he's wrong, and all of a sudden now Charleston White is the bad guy. And again, this is just what I always want to believe. You can act like you about to get something from these people, and you know, by bootlicking for them, listen, you get more by working with your own group, with your own community. Because the minute you do something that they don't like, there you go. All right? All of a sudden, you're enemy number one. You have to agree and go along with every damn thing. You have to go against your own community, go against your own self-best interest, basically to be or to appease white racists, which is stupid. You can vote whatever you want. Democrats or Republicans, all right? And most do it on both sides. But the moment that you make the mistake, there you go. Oh, let's get rid of them. Let's dox them. Let's do this. Let's do that, right? And your ass is washed up. So, shout out to Charleston White.
Right.
He feels he's done enough information.
Right.
Okay. Many of us in the black community believe that Carmelo Anthony should get off or should be free. It will be debatable about the pocket knife being at school or whatever. But again, what do you guys think? So guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. The episode of Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.
I think Charleston White was absolutely correct. I think she's going to sue him, and then it's going to come out that all he was talking about was right, and so he's going to countersue. And don't let Charleston White countersue. Yeah. Without further ado, though, like, comment, subscribe, share the vibe. It's the homie Pitch Black. Peace.